had to spend long. Everybody had to get their own, so just give me my chance.
What's up, YouTube? What happens when a man accidentally kills his wife? Yeah. How do you accidentally do that? Let's get into it. Let's watch it.
Inside this car are multi-millionaire business owners Matthew Mollicone and his wife Kimberly. Matthew
Munyon alert, Munyon alert. My fault.
Is seconds away from confronting the man who's been in a secret affair with his wife. He has a plan to get revenge, but has no idea how horribly it's about to play out.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Stay away from my wife. I don't even know what the f***
Oh shit. He up that fire.
We're taking 150 back to the road.
You need to get back over here.
You, it's my wife. Get to work, please.
Hands up! Walk out to him.
As officers rush to the scene, they're met with multiple shooters, families scrambling for help, and 2 critically injured victims. And while Matthew sits in the back of a cop car, he has no idea his wife, the one he just got into a shootout over, is lying feet away with a fatal wound to her neck.
Oh no.
Please.
Bro.
She didn't make it. She died.
Oh, no! No! No!
Ice. Wait, hold on. Where was it? Michigan. I thought that was.
Police are stepping inside the nearly 8,000 square foot mansion of Matthew and Kimberly Mollicone, arriving in the middle of a rapidly developing homicide investigation. The married couple are well-educated, successful business owners. Together, they run State Barricades Incorporated, a traffic equipment company generating an estimated $3 to $6 million annually. They live here with their 3 teenage children, and from the outside, the Mollicones appear to have built a stable, comfortable, and luxurious life. Or so it seems. Because behind these walls, someone has been living with a dark secret, one that's been buried for years, and it will soon change this family's life forever.
Do they got any kids?
These officers are here to execute a search warrant following the sudden passing of Kimberly the previous night. They need to document the scene, collect evidence, and piece together what led up to the incident.
Sheriff's Department. Sheriff's Department. We have overlooking upstairs. County Sheriff's Department. I'm gonna clear this wing. Sheriff's Department. There's another
Nice
room
cars, boy.
upstairs.
Inside the mansion, the wealth is impossible to miss as officers sweep
That's a
through
Mustang
multiple
Corvette,
entertainment
and it look like a,
spaces
motorcycle
and rooms
over there,
dedicated to leisure.
Pinball
But as they
machine.
look deeper, grim details start to
Oh, yeah, that's the
emerge.
game room right there.
Looks like maybe drugs on the table, boss.
Yeah.
Drugs.
And there's paint on the table.
Oh.
This is definitely a sign of there's a big struggle going on here.
In the basement, on a coffee table, officers find lines of laid out beside a straw and a razor blade. The physical findings inside the mansion are only the first hints of what's been happening behind closed doors. And the officers searching this home are walking through
Hey,
the
y'all be
opening
surprised
chapter
who around
of the
y'all that
tragic
do
downfall
that.
awaiting
For real.
the Mollicone family.
Do that Betty.
Approximately 15 hours earlier, around 7:15 p.m., Kimberly and Matthew start their night in the
Matter of fact,
basement
bro,
of their
in
mansion,
college, bro.
drinking,
In college,
smoking,
bro.
and using substances.
In college, my starting quarterback. I walked into the room, like, cause he's just a teammate. Nigga, why is there like that stuff on the table, bro? Immediately turned around, said, nah, yeah, it's not my type of party.
This is not the first time they've done this, but this time, an argument about Kimberly's affair with another man is in full swing. Matthew believed the affair ended years ago after he confronted her about it, but earlier that day, he discovered it never stopped and that Kimberly transferred nearly $60,000 from their company funds to her lover's debit and credit accounts.
What?
Around 7:15 p.m., the argument
I
escalates.
ain't gonna lie, bro, got a right to be mad. You gave $60,000 of my money away. If you gonna go do that with your expenses.
Physically, Matthew begins throwing objects, breaking glass, shoving Kimberly, and shouting insults. And the basement starts to look like the aftermath of a struggle. At 9:20 p.m., the couple leave the mansion in their white Jeep Grand Cherokee. Matthew has one firearm on his hip and another accessible inside the vehicle. At the same time, Kimberly's secret lover is at home, winding down from a barbecue with his pregnant fiancée, his parents next door, and his sister's kids playing outside. They have no idea that within minutes, their quiet evening will take a drastic change.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
An ambulance.
What is the address?
House. They pulled out a...
What is the address?
I don't know the address here.
Where are you calling from?
There's a house just south of 29 Mile on the east side. I'm in the line of fire.
Okay, where is the person with the gun?
I'm behind the car.
Where is the person that is shooting?
He's in the house.
Sir, do you have a weapon on you?
Yes, I do.
You do? What is your name?
Catch him out.
Approximately 5 minutes after this alarming call, a team of 31 officers from the Macomb County Sheriff's Office is mobilized and dispatched to the location. All they know is that a man named Matthew Mollicone is trapped in the line of fire, and that somewhere nearby, an active shooter is targeting innocent victims. When officers arrive, they quickly notice Matthew taking cover behind a smoking car.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Hands behind your back! Don't move. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Her name's Kim. Her name's Kim.
Don't move. Don't fucking move.
I'll put him around the bed.
All right, I got my wife. He's in custody.
Hey, bro was up and from the house. Bro probably had an AR out or something, bro.
He's 30, he's 35.
Yeah, no.
35 years old.
I mean, he probably,
black hair,
I don't know if they got to stand your ground law out there.
Danny. Yeah, Danny, 35 years old, white t-shirt, dark hair.
Don't trust him, he carries 2 guns.
Possible 2 guns.
Help her, please. Never mind the shooter.
Not doing
Help, never mind the shooter. You're behind the car. Get to work.
Matthew is clearly distressed, begging officers to save his wife, Kimberly, who is still trapped in the backseat of a car about 100 feet away. 300 feet beyond the car stands the shooter's hideout, a house with multiple windows, an open garage door, and countless angles from which to fire. In the next few seconds, the officers must make a snap decision: neutralize the shooter first and risk Kimberly bleeding out, or step into the dangerous open field to save her.
Anybody in the Jeep, step out now with your hands up! Hands up! Face away from me! Get out of the Jeep!
I got you. Take care of her.
Shit. All right. Get out of the Jeep.
Let's go.
Jeez. Hey, I wonder how cops like feel in those moments, bro. Like, imagine yelling at a corpse, basically. Like, the person is no longer here. Like, if anybody here in the comment is a police officer and has done something like that, or been in some situation like that, like what is the protocol for something like that? Like, how do you?
Kim!
Oh no.
Kim, hang in there! Ambulance!
Because you're yelling at a dead person, really, basically, right?
You pulled me in front of the front door. Pull her this way. Pull her this way now. 5 feet. Come on, let's go. Come on, man. It's time to start shooting.
So at this time,
This ambulance needs to get through. She's more important than that asshole. She don't deserve this, man. Hey, get to work, please. Please, I don't care what you know. You gotta get to work.
Lay down.
You, it's my wife. Get to work, please. Please. Please, I'm begging you. Sir. CPR something. CPR.
So we have an active shooter, man. I can't.
I'll do it then.
I need a car. Police car down this way. Need cover.
Complete a piece check.
We have, looks like 1 gunshot wound to the neck.
Our calling says there's an elderly male with a white t-shirt just at the garage. Her father, not the shooter.
Okay.
After managing to pull Kimberly from the car, paramedics begin working urgently to save her. She's been shot in the neck and is unconscious, so every passing second matters. At the same time, SWAT prepares to move in and neutralize what they believe is an active shooter barricaded inside the house. At this point, officers are operating almost entirely off of Matthew's account, thinking there's an armed gunman inside. In reality, there's no active shooter at all, only a wounded homeowner and several family members inside the residence. Without that context, every tactical decision carries enormous risk and could put innocent lives in danger. And within seconds, that possibility is tested when the two elderly parents suddenly emerge from the house.
Hands off, hands off. You're ruining my boy. Capiti cerare, bitch.
Valentino, totally been
Come on, walk out to us. Come here, sir.
right behind you, so it's secure.
I swear, at the beginning of these videos, most of the time, I'd be so damn confused, bro.
Sir!
How many? Come
Like,
on.
I'd be overly confused.
You keep walking towards me.
I guess we were at the
Come on.
dude who she was cheating with
Come
house.
here. Come here. Come here. Over here. Hands behind your back. Right. Hands behind your back. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't do
It's
nothing.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Who else is in the house?
My daughter alone, my little grandchildren.
Two little children?
And my daughter, Gabriel.
Your daughter, two grandchildren,
Dos.
and your
Yes,
son.
my
Where's your son at?
in the floor.
Yeah. Right here, Salvatore. That's why I have a piece back next to your left foot.
Because of a language barrier, officers are only able to piece together fragments of what the elderly couple is saying. It sounds like their son is wounded inside the home, along with his fiancée, sister, and two children. Strangely, the couple themselves appear unharmed, despite having just exited the same house where the alleged gunman is believed to be hiding. This observation leads officers to believe that the wounded son inside the house is the gunman Matthew claimed had been firing at him when police first arrived. But before they can reassess their strategy, someone else suddenly rushes out of the house.
That must be a child.
Ma'am, go to your right side of the car. Your right.
You know, they don't show like kids.
With the three more family members out of the house, police now believe only two people inside remain, the elderly couple's son and his fiancée. And based on Matthew's 911 call and earlier statements, they're operating under the assumption that the son inside is armed and extremely dangerous. So officers tighten the perimeter and cautiously advance towards the house, preparing for a potential shootout.
I got it. I got a revolver on the ground here.
Hold that ground.
Yep, I got a revolver on the ground right here. Hey, Ryan, careful. I think the shooting happened right here. So I see a shell. I got a pistol. So just watch where you're stepping.
There's a couple more guns in the house. We just got the two. We're going to try to get the guy out.
Sheriff Flat! Sheriff Flat! Show me your hands!
On the ground, on the ground.
All right. Bro, I hate when they do dumbass shit like that. That's so annoying. On the ground. Bro, it's literally sitting on the ground. Can we get better directives? I gotta give better directives and they get mad when talking about stop resisting. Bro is already on the ground. You didn't tell him how to get on the ground. Can you lay on the ground, please? Can you, like, he's on the ground. Dumbass. Fucking annoying. Oh my God, bro.
There's a 22 in that closet. We'll just leave it there, guys.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt. Hey, listen, dude. It's gonna hurt, but it's for your best good, all right?
It's got bleeding out, man.
No, they have the time.
What's your name? Danny, I'm Jason. How you doing?
Inside the residence,
This is
officers
a
find
turnkey on
38-year-old homeowner Daniel Giannone suffering from 2 gunshot wounds. Beside him, his fiancée, Eliona, is desperately trying to stop the bleeding. Police call in paramedics to treat Daniel's wounds. Daniel himself doesn't appear to be the aggressive gunman Matthew described, and as officers begin speaking with him, they quickly realize the situation may be the complete opposite of what they first believed.
Or if it went in and then came out. Okay. So.
Well, I was running away, so, but.
I don't know how many obvious shots were fired, but.
Whatever was in that gun.
Wait.
This is the gun that
Wait,
shot
wait,
you
wait,
here?
wait. Hold
No,
on.
that's the gun I had.
Did they say that was his
You didn't
fiance?
have a rifle?
No.
And he cheating with a whole nother man? What the hell is going on, y'all? This love
Keep
triangle?
the camera back
Give me a hand.
Keep the camera on. Yeah.
When y'all could have easily just broke up with y'all partners and we couldn't even be here. What are we doing? Miss Kim could still be walking the earth. What?
By some miracle, officers finally managed to stabilize the scene without further casualties. Following this, Daniel is placed on a stretcher and carried out of the house to be transported to the hospital. Thanks to his fiance's quick efforts to control the bleeding, he has a chance to survive. However, the outcome is different for Kimberly, as on the other side of the property, paramedics reach a grim conclusion.
No. She's dead.
We got an active shooter scene going there.
We can't leave her, but we can't just take her because she's.
Tragically, Kimberly does not survive her injuries, leaving behind her 3 children and her husband Matthew, still unaware that she's dead. With that, the case immediately turns into a homicide investigation, and police must determine exactly what happened, as it's clear something isn't adding up.
Hold on, go back. Look at all these folks. You got Kimberly, Danny, and I forgot bro name, her husband name, and then his fiance. So ultimately, these folks could have just broken up and been together, and nobody would be. Yeah.
Let's determine exactly what happened, as it's clear something isn't adding up. Just a few hundred feet away, Matthew is placed in a patrol car and transported to the station. Daniel's fiancée, sister, and parents are also taken to the station for questioning. Back inside the house, officers finally have a moment to breathe and begin piecing together what happened. But not for long, because they're about to discover there's an entire basement they missed during the initial search. It's completely unchecked, with something interesting waiting downstairs.
We got enough of these. I'll take them.
I don't know. We cleared it pretty quick, so just take a good look around. I know there's like there was a Ruger 1022 in one of the closets.
Got a Ruger. What was that's what that.
All right, you clear pitch check? Ryan? All right, come in with us. Come out of here. You go with Justin over this. Yeah. Finish clearing that. We got a door closed. That's a separate room from where I'm at. Okay. You can open it. Don't go. Wow.
Yes, you okay?
Yep. Room clear.
I need to put a light on my firearm.
As if things weren't already complicated, the officers just stumbled upon something entirely unexpected. A seemingly hidden marijuana grow operation.
Oh
but the
my god!
biggest discovery is what they don't find.
So we got folks over there doing Betty White, and we got folks over here loving Mary Jane. She like bad boys.
Cameras.
She likes the
Officers
bad
already
guys,
spotted
bro.
multiple cameras around the house.
And why are we
making
doing
the
this if we got
absence of
multi-million
any in
dollar
the
business,
basement
or is this one of
suspicious?
them?
This exact CCTV system will soon prove crucial to solving the case, revealing exactly how the shooting unfolded and who fired the fatal shot.
Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras.
Oh.
By the time the house is fully cleared, police begin locking down the scene and
Oh.
send Kimberly's body for autopsy.
That boy's-
Following this, some of the most experienced investigators in the
look
state
ugly.
are brought in to take over the case, led by Detective Frazier of
Not
the
like
Macomb
actual
County
physical
Sheriff's
features, like
Office.
the way
Frazier
he-
quickly begins identifying the people he
Like
and
he
his
was
team
trying
will
to
need to
swallow the
focus
gun with his
on.
body.
Matthew, a supposed victim of the shooting,
Matthew.
Daniel, the wounded homeowner, and Daniel's inner circle, mainly his sister, Gabriella, and his fiancée, Alyona. Despite the detectives' combined decades of experience, this case will push them to their limits, eventually leading to one of the most morally controversial trials in the state of Michigan, and forcing detectives to make one of the hardest calls of their careers, letting the man who fired the fatal shot walk free. It's now 3 hours after the shooting, and based on preliminary statements from responding officers, investigators believe they may be dealing with a volatile dispute between two families with multiple shooters in the picture. So they need to determine what sparked the conflict and who fired the fatal shot that ended Kimberly's life. However, there is one major problem ahead. In cases like
Dang,
this,
Grandpa.
there is
All that up
no
in them
neutral
pants.
ground. Every statement will be
Oh my
biased, and
God.
each person will
Look
blame
like bro
the
had
other
a duffel
side.
bag up under there.
Additionally, both primary suspects are temporarily off the table, as Daniel is being treated at the hospital and Matthew is too emotionally volatile to be interviewed. Still, investigators have to start somewhere, so they decide to begin by interviewing Daniel's family, starting with his fiancée, Alyona. Her account will be compared
Alyona.
against other witness statements, looking for inconsistencies that might expose the truth. But for Alyona, this interview serves a different purpose, as she will slowly begin to realize that the man she plans to marry has been living a secret double life for years.
Anytime you want to be done, just let me know. You're not under arrest or anything like that. We're just trying to piece together what happened. As I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, I would like to know kind of like...
Okay.
We like heard like little shots and I didn't, like for a second, I was like, oh, is like Danny like scaring the chickens with like a fake gun or something like that, because like we have 6 chickens and they always come to the front and we're trying to train them to stay in the back.
Okay.
Not that I wasn't concerned, but I was like, oh, maybe it's like the chickens. But then it was like shot after shot after shot after shot. And I was like, girls, like come over here, like stay away from the windows, and like, and then SWAT came in, like literally like hands in the air, like.
Okay.
I guess, you know, whatever. I don't know. I guess that's how it works. So,
Okay.
and then we were out. Then we came out of the front door too.
Based on Alyona's words, it appears she has no clear understanding of what sparked the shooting. In reality, she knows more than she thinks. She just needs the right questions to connect the dots.
There's no way. There's
who's
no
this
way.
guy at your house?
He said stay away from my wife, so that's gotta be either somebody he's like
Ellie.
either been with or is with right now.
Ellie?
I don't know.
Who's he been with?
I know he was with the lady, but as
What's her name?
Kim.
Okay.
But as far as I know, they were like done.
Okay. So why is he showing up at your house now?
Not that's a good question now. I don't understand why she would come with him, like why she would bring him there. That's kind of weird too, though. If I was having an affair, I wouldn't exactly take my husband to the person that I'm having an affair with.
Sounds like maybe things didn't end there. If this guy's showing up saying that.
Great timing.
Things are finally starting to make sense in the room, and it's becoming clear to detectives that Alyona's fiancé, Daniel, had a past affair with Matthew's wife, Kimberly. Yet Alyona seems clueless that the affair was still ongoing. She's convinced it ended long ago and that they were happy together again.
But that was
Whether
y'all
that's
can't
the
fault
actual
her.
truth
No,
remains
'cause-
to be seen.
Because Matthew said
By
the
now,
same thing.
investigators understand they're
Kimberly
dealing
was
with
sending
people who
bands to bro.
have secrets, and that no one involved can be taken at face value, especially the two men at the center of it all, Daniel and Matthew. So with Alyona's statement recorded, investigators wrap up the interview and prepare to speak with Daniel's sister, Gabriella, the mother who fled the house with her terrified children when SWAT arrived. Unlike Alyona, Gabriella will prove far more aware of her brother's secret affair with Kimberly.
There's a lot going on tonight, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
This is horrifying. Horrifying this would happen in our home. My mom was inside. I could see them over at his house. My brother was barbecuing. They were hanging out. Girls were excited. DTE comes. We start having a conversation, telling me what's going on. Well, then I started hearing crazy rounds of gunshots. Like, not normal. So I look over and I just start hearing yelling. I see this white Grand Cherokee in the driveway, a lady out of the car screaming. At that point, I had no idea who it was, what was going on. This maniac comes at me, ready to shoot me, and my husband. I heard the lady go, "No, Matt, no, she has kids. No, Matt, no." And my husband's like, what? And I dropped to the ground. I pissed myself, lost my shoes, everything.
Were you able to see where Dan came from?
I don't know for certain. My brother has a CPL. He didn't have it on him, obviously. We were home. Who would think that something like that would happen? I'm assuming he ran in, grabbed his gun, and came out.
Okay.
To defend himself.
He normally carries a gun?
He has a yes, he always has his concealed pistol on him, always. Okay. This is something a crazed lunatic would do to a family.
Naturally, Gabriella takes her brother's side.
That CPL saved bro life.
Claiming Matthew was the
That
aggressor
CPL
and
say that man
insisting
life.
Daniel acted purely in self-defense. However, this version of events will later be called into question once detectives finally get their hands on the CCTV footage. For now, though, Frazier shifts the conversation
regardless,
to
you came to
Daniel's
my
secret
house.
affair, hoping to uncover
Why you
whether
come to my
Daniel
house?
could have killed his own lover, worse yet, in front of his own children and family.
As far as Dan goes and this fella that shows up, have you ever seen this guy before?
I have seen him once. My brother Dan and Kim Malakan. The reason why I found out who Matt was is because I saw her. She's like, "Matt, no," and I knew that was her husband. So I knew that she had relations with my brother years ago. I know that she's had a tumultuous relationship over the years with her husband. That's all that I know. She used to call me on numerous times, basically telling me, you know, what's going on with her life, marriage. I felt bad for her because I knew that she was an addict, and I know that he was an addict.
When's the last time that you've talked to her?
Maybe a few months.
So it's been a little bit of
But
some
she would
time.
call me from different numbers all the time. It would never be her number because I wouldn't pick up for her
Did
number
she ever
anymore.
text you?
Yeah, from different numbers, again. Because I would not pick up for her anymore. I had her blocked. I didn't want to expose myself to that anymore. I didn't think it was appropriate. And my brother knew that. Like, what happened today I know is wrong, and it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Highly inappropriate.
Yeah, I understand.
And mortifying. And my children would be exposed to this. I'm very disturbed.
Yeah, okay. And that's
rightfully so. I mean,
and
my parents, and my 80-year-old dad, and my 76-year-old mom. I feel like I'm in a movie
Grandpa with
right
that
now.
duffel bag in his pants.
Gabriella leaves little room for doubt. The affair between her brother and Kimberly is, in her view, the catalyst for the entire confrontation. With that in mind, detectives conclude Gabriella's interview and begin weighing their next move. Lead Detective Frazier has more than 2 decades of homicide experience, and by now he has a working theory of how the shooting began and what connects the 2 primary suspects. But one crucial detail remains unresolved. Who fired the fatal shot that ended Kimberly's life? Approximately 6 hours after the shooting, investigators receive a critical update. Daniel has stabilized and is asking to tell his side of the story. An hour later, officers wheel Daniel into the interrogation room. He appears visibly shaken and still in pain. There's a gunshot wound above his right knee and another injury on his right foot. Just hours ago, he was bleeding inside his own home, with his family only feet away from the deadly crossfire. The whole thing lasted seconds, but In those seconds, everything changed, and it's moments like these that you can realize just how fast your life can change. In January 2021, 62-year-old Lewis Brown was driving to work at his job as a deli meat cutter when another driver pulled up chain settled with their Xperia verdict from that's the reason why Morgan & Morgan is / Dr. Insanity. With that said, let's get back to the investigation, where Daniel has just been brought in from the hospital to provide his account of what happened the previous night. Detective Frazier knows that Daniel is a man with secrets. Everything he says could be a carefully crafted story, and for all they know, they might be sitting across from Kimberly's killer.
But, like,
Hey, how you doing?
They pulled up on him.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Obviously, there's a lot of things that took place tonight, so I'm gonna start by just kind of letting you, like, why don't you just tell us what happened?
Just in a girl, you know, I just got done barbecuing. Mm-hmm. You know, and next thing you know, this white truck, I didn't know who it was at all, you know. The white truck came out, and a man came out of the car. Came towards me. I didn't know who it was, you know. I had my business truck outside. I figured, you know, somebody wanted something, but he came to me pretty aggressive. And from that point on, like, it's just like a daze for me. And he, like, you know, he like showed me his gun, you know what I'm saying? And I had my weapon on me, and you know, I'm like, leave. And next thing you know, like, you know, he's ready to fire shots at me. And that's all I remember, I swear. Like, everything was like blank from that point on. Like, I just was like, it just like, I froze. I don't know. I froze, like, when he pointed that gun at me, like, started shooting, I just froze. I don't remember anything, like, I just froze.
According to Daniel, Matthew arrived out of nowhere and immediately started brandishing a gun on his property. But this is where the story begins to blur between self-defense and murder, because detectives are about to learn that Daniel's own actions may have set the deadly shooting in motion.
Would you be able to just kind of draw me a layout of where your garage and how your driveway is and stuff? Okay.
Oh, the barbecue was right here. Because I just got done barbecuing. Work van was right here.
Okay. So this car pulls up
right in the freaking driveway, like he owned the house.
Okay.
Like
so
he owned the house.
that car pulls up and you're outside.
I'm outside. I'm in between the garage, like inside the garage.
Okay.
He comes up there. Stay away from my wife. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden, like, it hits like a light bulb. She comes out of the car, and he's like, you know, he's brandishing his gun when he's walking up, like he's about to shoot me.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, he had his gun, like he was pulling it up, like you look like he was ready to fire. He's like ready to fire, and you know, he's ready to grab his gun, and boom, I shot one in the air. I'm like, get the f out of here.
You shot one in the air?
Yeah, because he was gonna pull his gun out. And he looked like he was about to leave. The bastard started firing shots, and I ran out, and I ran for my life at that point. I'm out of bullets. So then I'm running around the house. He got me. He's firing at me at the corner of the house. I had another firearm inside the garage.
So you grabbed that second firearm?
Yes.
And what is it? What kind of gun is that?
It was a Glock.
Okay.
It was a 27 compact.
Okay. This is the time that you need to get this out, okay? We don't want to go down the road and you be like, oh no, I said, you know,
everything is
on
on surveillance camera.
Okay.
Everything is on surveillance camera. I'm going to tell you like what I remember, because after those shots were being fired at me, like I just don't remember anything after that point.
So
like I just like panicked. I panicked when he started shooting at me. Like I panicked. I just wanted him to leave.
What Daniel has just revealed is exactly what investigators have been waiting for. During the house search, officers observed multiple cameras positioned around the property, pointing directly towards where the shooting occurred. Detective Frazier knows he needs access to that footage, but he must wait for the right moment to secure Daniel's cooperation. Up to this point, Daniel has presented himself as nothing more than a victim, claiming he fired only a warning shot. Yet, something about his story is wasn't adding up.
Wow.
Throughout the interrogation, he never once mentions the other person in the car, Kimberly. Detectives already know about the secret affair from speaking with Daniel's relatives, and they're not about to let him off the hook. So Frazier begins to apply pressure, forcing Daniel to drop the act and expose one of his secrets.
Well, let's get into a little more detail leading up to the point where you froze.
Well, I saw like the woman come out of the car, and I'd known this woman. You know what I mean? I didn't know she was married or anything. You know.
So here's. I'm gonna tell you right now, Dan. Some of the questions that we're asking you, right? We might already know the answers to some of them, right? And I'm not trying. I'm not trying to play games with you, and I'm not trying to act like I know something you don't, right?
Shut up, Danny. Shut up, Danny.
So here's the deal, Dan. You know, obviously Kim was somebody that you knew, right? Yes. And you knew her on a personal level. Can you explain that to me?
Personal.
Super personal. Ever since I met my wife, I just parted ways.
Okay.
You know.
I'm trying to put this together. We did get the information. We know that you had relations with her. Let's go back.
Bro, can we send messages and stuff?
Have had, right? But what I'm trying to figure out is why tonight.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right, Danny? What happened? Why would this come to fruition tonight?
I swear on everything, I have no idea, because that's what my wife was telling me, what is going on. I don't have any calls from, like, I don't call her, period.
Now, I know in the past, your now fiance has some issues with her. Yes. Do you know if maybe these two started talking recently, or has she alluded to that maybe, do you know if Kim knows that you're having a baby?
I don't.
How's he supposed to know that?
It's just Tuesday night, 9 o'clock at night. Why now?
I don't know. That's the same thing I'm trying to get at, because I haven't been there in a long time. It's already been 2 years. That was done. As soon as I met this girl, I was done. I'm like changing my life around, man.
It's evident that detectives are onto something here. Daniel insists he hasn't seen or texted Kimberly for 2 years, something that can easily be verified once they access his phone. Though Daniel's phone holds something far more important to the investigation, CCTV footage. But once detectives decide to ask Daniel for access, his answer will raise serious suspicion, to say the least.
No, me and my wife, man, we're best friends. Like, we do everything together. If I show you my phone, I'll show you the things that we do. We are always.
How can I access your phone?
Well, why you guys need my phone, though?
Well, this is what's going to happen. We have your phone. We also have your fiance's phone. We're going to get the information one way or another.
The other part of it, too, is it just goes to the other part of this story, right? Because obviously there's a couple sides to this story. You got your side, you got his side, right? Obviously his take on things is different than yours, right? It's gonna be, right?
You're presenting us with your version. Yeah. We have another version. Guess what? We've got cameras that caught it all.
Right.
We need to look at that.
Yeah.
If we don't get to see these cameras,
I need to speak to somebody to tell me to direct me to the right route, guys. Okay. You got to understand. I want to help, but I have to have my lawyer.
What kind of cameras do you have?
I have Ring cameras.
Ring cameras,
yes, and they're surrounded.
You said it caught the whole thing, right?
And it should have, yes.
I know what you're doing, Danny. You want to watch this first and make sure that it all adds up.
No, I'm telling you guys 100% truth, guys. Honest to God, I have nothing to hide. I want to help you guys, but now, like.
Are you worried about it?
Absolutely not. This man came to my house. I mean, this man came to my home.
Are you into some other illegal activity that you're worried about on your phone?
Absolutely not. No.
Like, I know you have a grow.
I have my license for it. I gotta speak to somebody. If I could speak to somebody, one of my family members, to see what the hell.
Real quick, I want to.
Get that lawyer.
I do want to let you know something though. In this situation, Kim, she's dead. So she was struck by a bullet and she's dead. So, I mean, apparently nobody told you that.
I don't know what the hell happened if he
did anybody tell you that, Danny? Okay. So maybe this will shed a little bit of light of why we have to do our due diligence here, because somebody lost their life.
He came to my house. I did nothing wrong.
We're just trying to
I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. They came to my house, man. I had my nieces, and this guy is shooting at me. Fucking 17 fucking shots.
Needless to say, this is not what investigators were hoping for. Even after Detective Frazier brings up the marijuana grow operation in the basement as leverage to encourage cooperation, Daniel quickly clarifies that everything is legal and refuses to grant access to his phone without an attorney present, effectively forcing them to end the interview. With Daniel's refusal, detectives become more
Anyways,
certain
can I get my
than ever
lawyer?
that there's something on that phone he doesn't want them to see. Yet, the only other way to access it is through a search warrant, something far easier said than done. Now, it's Daniel's word against Matthew's, a development that complicates the investigation significantly. The CCTV footage could have been crucial during Matthew's interview. With multiple cameras around the house recording 24/7, the answer to who fired the fatal shot lies somewhere in that footage. Despite this setback, detectives settle on a strategy. They decide to hold Matthew overnight, time that may pressure him to break and reveal how the shooting really unfolded when the interview begins. In the meantime, officers obtain a search warrant for Matthew and Kimberly's home and head there, hoping to find anything that could help guide his interrogation. When officers arrive at the Mollicone residence, they're initially met with signs of wealth and comfort, but that impression fades quickly once they step into the basement.
Nice house.
Is it just a rifle on that table?
No. No.
Only Paul's in there right now. There's
No,
cocaine
but there's
in there.
definitely signs of stuff being thrown and shattered. There was definitely a struggle in his.
It's clear that the basement was the aftermath of a violent altercation. Officers also discover cocaine residue and a straw, suggesting that Matthew may have been heavily under the influence of drugs and alcohol during the shooting. As they continue the search, officers locate multiple gun safes in the basement and elsewhere in the house. Upstairs, in the primary bedroom closet, they find a small, clear plastic bag containing cocaine. Taken together, the findings paint a picture of a home stocked with firearms and narcotics, details that will be crucial during Matthew's interview. With the scene documented, officers relay their findings to Detective Frazier, who decides it's time to speak with Matthew. He's been restless for hours about Kimberly's condition, still unaware of her tragic death.
Is she okay?
I wasn't out there, sir. I've been here the whole time.
You can't find out for me?
I told you we couldn't tell you, sir.
Oh my God. No. God, help her. God, please. She didn't deserve this.
Oh, brother.
What's up?
These.
Hey, how's my wife?
All right, here's what's gonna happen.
Is she okay?
Matt,
Yeah.
if I unhandcuff you, you're gonna behave yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we don't have any issues there?
What?
When I unhandcuff you, I want you to have a seat, okay, partner?
Oh boy, it's not good.
No, it's not good, but...
Is she alive? Is she alive?
Hold on, relax, sit down.
Is my wife alive?
No, nigga. No, sit down. Sit down.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Tell me.
See, cops got patience, bro. That'd have been me.
Please.
She didn't make it. She
Oh no! 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 Oh my God, no! No! Oh my God! Was she shot in the chest?
Y'all about to tackle him for
Oh
emotions?
my God! I'm sorry, I was next to her. We were trying to get the out of there as he shot us as we're driving in reverse. Oh my God!
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh my God! What has he done?
Matthew appears devastated, unable to control his emotions.
That's
Yet,
that
to Detective
Betty.
Frazier, something about his reaction feels off.
Feels a little
Detectives like
weird.
Frazier are trained never to take anything at face value, carefully watching for even the smallest inconsistencies in a suspect's behavior. And in the moments that follow, Frazier's instincts would prove correct, as Matthew's behavior is about to shift completely.
Weird, bro.
What just happened? Psycho! Oh!
You pulled up to his house, buddy, armed with 2 guns. You had one on you and one in the car.
Oh my God! Did he make it? That's why my wife's dead, because I'm a horrible shot.
What a psychopath.
Do you want to tell me about it?
Sure. This guy and my wife have been having an affair for 9.5 years. I found out about it 6.5 years ago. And I found out about it again 45 days ago. We were going to the house for her to tell him, stop calling me, I'm done with you. He's engaged too, you know. He's cheating on his fiancée, she's cheating on me, you know. She was gonna end it. And I said, I'll go with you, make sure it's safe there, because he's got him and the girl there.
After his emotional breakdown, Matthew suddenly regains composure, prompting Detective Frazier to question whether the reaction was genuine or calculated. But once he's calm, Frazier asks Matthew to walk him through the shooting step by step. It's a strategic decision to lock him into a specific version of events, especially because Matthew has absolutely no idea the entire confrontation was captured on surveillance cameras.
Her and I get out of the car. As soon as I get out of the car, he comes out of the garage like this, like a police officer, right at my face. And I put my hands up. And I say, whoa, bro. And she screams at him, Danny. And I said, stop with my wife. As soon as I said that, he shot at me. I ducked around to the back of this car here. And I pulled my firearm and I started shooting at him. He ran this way. I said, Kim, get in the car. We got in the car, we were backing out, and you shot my wife. And the car stopped working. I couldn't get it in gear. So I got behind the car and I called 911. That's it. That's how fast it. When he shot my wife, the car like stopped somehow. And I got out, he was shooting at the car. I got out of the car and I was shooting back again. And he ran around the side of the house. And then I didn't see him no more. And then I went to my wife, and
Yep, this reminds me I need to go to the range. Cause
why would he do that? Like, she went there to talk to him. And this guy comes out like goddamn Rambo, firing his shit. I had my hands in the air with no weapon. My clip was concealed, officer detective. My gun was in its holster and concealed. I was like this.
As expected, Matthew's story is the complete opposite of Daniel's. He insinuates that he acted in self-defense and claims that Kimberly's death was simply because he's a bad shot. Though one detail in his account immediately stands out, Matthew insists his weapon was concealed the entire time. Yet, when he reenacts the moment and raises his hands, the detective can clearly see that the gun would have been visible. But before Detective Frazier can press him on that inconsistency, he is called out of the room with a critical update. The CCTV footage has just come in. Daniel has finally agreed to grant access to the footage, either out of guilt or confidence that it will clear his name. So detectives immediately begin combing through the recordings, and it doesn't take long before cracks begin to form in both men's stories.
Let's see it.
At
Let's see
9:30
it.
p.m., Matthew's car arrives at the property, and at first, events appear to follow his version of the story. The first gunshot heard in the background is fired by Daniel as a warning, just as both men described in their interviews. But in the minutes that follow, things begin to unfold very differently from what either man claimed, and it will determine which of them spends the rest of his life behind bars.
Stop! Get out! Danny! Get out! Danny! Matt! Get in the car! Get out! Danny!
Stay away from my wife!
Stop it! Stop it!
Stay away from my wife!
Danny! No!
Not gonna lie, bro is a terrible shot. Not gonna cap. Not that I want bro to be out of here, but he should have got bro up out of here. Not gonna lie. Like point blank like that, you should have got somebody up out of here.
Who else has a gun here? Get out of here. Let's go. Who else has a gun here? Let's go. Get out of here.
In the chaos, as both men exchange gunfire, a single bullet tragically strikes Kimberly. And although Matthew was clearly the aggressor, the fatal shot came from Daniel's weapon, complicating the investigation and making it harder to determine who is truly at fault. Armed with this new evidence, Detective Frazier returned.
That's easy. The hell? They pulled up on him. It's their fault.
To the interrogation room, ready to apply more pressure, knowing the CCTV footage has completely dismantled Matthew's version of events. And in the next few moments, Matthew would unknowingly dig himself into a grave.
Were you guys drinking today?
Yeah.
Okay. How about...
Well, that's one.
Were you doing any drinks?
Strike
what
two.
Were you doing?
A little cocaine.
Marijuana? Okay. So you're doing cocaine, marijuana, doing some drinking, and you decide to go up there with her. You're f***ing pissed.
No.
You weren't mad. Some guy's boinking your wife.
Detective.
And you're not mad about it?
Boinking? Bro, I'm using that, bro. I've never heard that before, bro.
6.5
Somebody's
years.
boinking your wife.
I
Hey,
was mad.
I heard immediately, bro. Somebody's cracking your wife, and you sitting here telling me you weren't mad. For 9 years. Shut up.
It was cut off, right?
No.
And then today, it's not cut off.
45 days.
Daily sneeze.
And you're saying your wife was driving, and your wife was in that driver's seat every time you guys went to leave, went to do whatever. You're saying now that your wife was in the driver's seat.
Yes, she drove there, and she got in the driver's seat and put it in reverse.
To back up.
Correct.
But the car wouldn't. What happened with the car?
I don't know if we hit something. It was smoking. Maybe he shot it. I don't know. It wouldn't move.
What do you mean you were? What is that?
I had it in reverse, and it felt like it was stuck, either in some mud.
Mm-hmm.
It just.
You said she was back.
It wasn't going, and then it started smoking from the hood. And when I saw that, I got out of the car.
So you were. It was like. Was it like you had it in gear, but you were stomping on the gas?
When Kim was, she fell over to the side. He's at us at this point. I hop from the passenger into the driver, turn it, and it won't go. And I'm like this, you know, and it won't go. So then finally I put it in park and I get out and I go behind the vehicle, and that's where I called you.
In a not-so-unexpected turn, Matthew admits to taking beforehand, something detectives already knew after searching his house. It's at this moment that...
Oh, I forgot. And y'all were already arguing at the home before. Yeah, this is premeditated.
Detective Frazier would finally confront Matthew with the one piece of evidence he can't talk his way out of.
I don't know anybody that's gonna buy this. I wasn't mad. I went there like
I don't buy it.
All cool, all great. Just thought it was gonna be a, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that for a second
at all.
And I don't think anybody else does either, because it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's going to be easy to prove your theory wrong. Go check for blood in the garage or a bullet hole in the garage.
Also the cameras.
Okay, there you go. Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras. Does he?
I can't tell you all that.
Wow. Hope he does. You better, you'll look for those, correct?
We gather all the facts.
Okay, good.
Everybody's got a story, right, to tell.
I hope he's got cameras.
You know, the problem is that you drove up there in that driveway, and that started this whole chain of events.
What's illegal about that?
One of the cameras, you know, those Ring doorbell ones. One of the cameras was pointing right where you guys were.
Okay, good.
And you're telling me right now.
This is true.
This,
You'll see.
you're saying this exact story is true. What you described to me.
Yes. I hope.
And that's it. You're not
leaving anything out. That's how quick, and that's what happened.
Oh yeah, he's done.
I don't know how this is gonna play out. I really don't.
The truth prevails.
Hopefully it does.
With the evidence laid bare, Detective Frazier concludes the interview. Now he and his team need to do their due diligence before making the hardest decision of the.
What happens in situations like this? Like I always wonder, like as a, like, what when you commit a crime such like this deep and you do have wealth like that, like, and say you don't have any debt or anything like what happens to the stuff?
Entire case. Who, if anyone, should be charged for Kimberly's death? In the days that follow, recorded jail calls capture Matthew sounding confident he can beat the case, insisting the truth will clear his name.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I miss you.
Miss you too.
Gonna get all this situated. I'm gonna get home to you soon, okay?
Alright. Thank good.
Okay, good. I got the truth, I got God, and I got the best lawyer in the state of Michigan. So I'm gonna get home to you guys soon, alright?
Alright, Dad. Sounds good.
As Matthew waits in jail, detectives and prosecutors continue investigating to determine which of the two men will ultimately be held accountable for Kimberly's death. On paper, the answer isn't obvious. The fatal bullet came from Daniel's gun, but the CCTV shows Matthew initiating the confrontation. Detectives and prosecutors debate two options: charge both men and let a jury decide, or treat Daniel as a homeowner defending himself and his family and place the legal responsibility solely on Matthew. In the end, they make the call. Under Michigan's self-defense law, even if Daniel's bullet killed Kimberly, Matthew created the deadly crossfire and therefore bears the legal responsibility for her death. With this, Matthew is formally charged with attempted murder for shooting at Daniel, voluntary manslaughter for Kimberly's death, and multiple counts of felony firearm. In the weeks that follow, investigators uncover a darker side of the marriage. Multiple witnesses describe a pattern of alleged abuse between Matthew and Kimberly, including physical violence and intimidation. That context offers detectives insight into why Kimberly may have gone along with an armed trip to her lover's house.
Not everybody that does drugs looks like that person on that corner. I'm telling you, it might be your boss in there that you writing a report for right now. It might be that.
House instead of walking away. 2 years later, in May 2024, Matthew's jury trial begins. During the trial, the two sides present very different versions of the same shootout. Matthew's lawyers argue self-defense, claiming Daniel was the one who came out armed and aggressive, forcing Matthew to fire back and protect himself and Kimberly. They portray him as a devastated husband and a father who snapped under emotional strain. The prosecution frames Matthew as a jealous husband who armed himself, consumed drugs and alcohol, and drove to Daniel's home looking for a confrontation. After an 8-day trial, the jury rejects Matthew's full self-defense claim and finds him guilty. He is sentenced to a maximum of 40 years, with parole possible after roughly 18 years. Meanwhile, Daniel Giannone, the man who fired the fatal shot, is ultimately released without charges.
Don't go to nobody's house with confrontation. They will blow your shit up. Hey, moral of the story. You got all these people. Why y'all running up on these people's house like we don't have to stand your ground law in most of these states? With that being said, make sure y'all keep that thing on you. Stay safe. And make sure y'all like, comment, and leave. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you would love more content like this. There's more coming on the way because I love these videos. I love watching stuff like this. It kind of opens your eyes to like what's going on outside of your norm. You know what I mean? Like without watching this video, you wouldn't have known that this genuinely happened or actually happened. You know what I mean? And to think that, you know, people with wealth and things of that nature still can have tumultuous endings and things of that nature is crazy to me. With all that money, you still living like that. But with that being said, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go ahead and check that out. We have a wife who, you know, on the screen right there. It's on the screen right there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check that out for me. And peace. Have a great day.
Everybody had to get their own, so just give me